Hey everybody, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we're going to take a look at a new software instrument, a new plugin from Baby Audio called Tekno, and it's a drum synthesizer. And you'll notice it says drum synthesizer and not drum machine because it uses synthesis to create the sounds rather than relying upon samples. So first we're going to talk about all the controls you have over the instrument, then we'll go into the sound examples. If you want to skip right ahead to that, check out the timestamp in the description. So diving right into the first panel here, the synthesize panel, this allows you to dial the sound of the drum with these sliders. The gear icon right here allows you to access the calibration panel for additional parameters that you can change. You can see the calibration panel opens right over here. It's clap synthesis because clap is the drum that's picked right now. We could move it on to the tom, and then the synthesize panel will be different. You can adjust each drum accordingly and dial in those extra calibration settings. There is a separate effects panel for each of these voices. And again, we can open up a deeper menu here, which also includes a transient shaper and a filter. You get controls over the compressor, the saturation, and the exciter as well. There's a main panel right sort of toward the middle for each drum voice. And this allows you to set the pan, the level, solo or mute the voice, and a ducker for sidechain compression. And you can pick the other instrument that's the trigger for the sidechain from the menu right below. If you jump over to the master control panel here and hit other, you can dial in that ducker release time too to really get it in sync with your BPM. There are smart randomization options. You can just hit the dice icon up here. That gives you a whole new randomized kit, or you can randomize each of the panels themselves. And if you hit option and click the dice, you'll also randomize the calibration menu settings. When you don't hold option and just hit the randomize, it's only what's visible on the screen at the time that gets randomized. We have a humanized slider right here, which adds variations to both the sounds and the timing. We can click this button to get more of those humanized parameters in the calibration menu. Param is right here, sets the randomization intensity for the drum synthesis parameters. Time is the sort of the drift in the MIDI trigger. And accent is randomization for velocity. There's a mix button on the calibration here where you can individually mix each voice. You can also go up to the gear icon on the top left, go to routing, and route any of these to any buses that you want to mix within the DAW. Jumping back to the main panel here, we've got the reverb controls that are up in the calibration menu right here. And if you look down on the effects panel, the reverb slider here is basically like a send control to the main reverb. This master panel also has a limiter. You've got some low and high cut adjustment that you can do right here in the master panel as well. One of the cool things you can do too is you can take any of the sounds you've synthesized, drag it out of Tekno and into your DAW. And there you have a sample of that sound. If you go into the settings in the top, you can toggle on and off export with effects. So you can have the effects included in the sample or a dry sample. That's really cool. That's pretty much it for the controls. I kind of want to go into how we can change the synthesized sound here. So if I click this kick A, this is just the default kit that comes up, a vector kit, Richard Devine, and you can see how we can adjust the sounds of it here. So if I tune it up a little higher, and tune it to whatever key you want it to be in, adjust the length, really short, adjust the shape, adjust the click. You can change all kinds of different sounds with that. And of course, we can saturate it, do effects in it as well. But you can see how we can go through each of these sounds and create whatever tone we want in each drum voice. Let's go back to the vector kit, and I'm just going to play a loop here to give you a sense of what this instrument sounds like. Get the idea? I'll pick a different loop. One more. Let's go to a different sounding preset. So I'll pick just a random one here. How about blast and broken? Jump to that last loop again. Dangerous next. Some really cool sounds. How about a dubstep kit 1? We'll try a different loop for this one. Let's say we were on that sound and we're like, oh, okay, I want to change the kick sound. We just go over to that kick, change its length maybe a little bit. And we can customize it to whatever we need. There's a ton of presets, by the way. So we'll jump down here about Lord Tekno. Go to this different loop. Jump into another one. How about R&B kit? Let's go on with that clap. Let's see. It's got this spread on. I'll bring that down. That tightens it up. Cool. So again, easy to dial in. Let's go for just a couple more. Let's go to the last one. And again, if I want to change it, I just click whatever sound I want. And you can dial it into your heart's delight. So there we have it, Tekno drum synthesizer, new from Baby Audio. Really cool plugin, really simple to use. Easy to dial in really cool sounds. And the fact that it's not sample-based, but based on synthesis, allows you to really dial in each voice to the sound you're looking for and customize it to the project you're working on. So highly recommended from Baby Audio. Check out the link in the description below if you want to check out Tekno for yourself. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in that comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I'll see you in the next one.